We'll come
Sorry.
back for probably the final part. I'm just gonna keep going, even though Kat pseudo interrupted me without knowing he was gonna interrupt me. The team has decided they're gonna do a little grave robbing, so we'll see how that goes. Um, the ball is in your court, folks. It's mid-afternoon on your second day. You've just met with a pair of Shadowrunners that have gone about their business. This place that you're in is a shithole, and what would you guys like to
It's a
do?
hellhole. All
Well
right. So
played.
first of all, we need to get our decker finding who was working the night of the extraction. That way, we have an idea of who could have been hiding the body, as it were. Because we're not going to dig up holes. He's going to dig up holes.
Oh, I was ready to just dig up a hole. I was down. Monday's idea is probably better.
Why should we do something that could get us arrested when we can blackmail somebody else into doing it for us?
Because it's not digging any holes.
So do I get that information?
So you were able to find the host for the place, but it's not exactly the kind of thing that is just Jim Bob was working last Friday night is open on the Matrix.
Yeah, I guess. It's not a very secure host, I reckon.
Let's go with rating 3. It's a low end commercial.
Do we
All
need to
right.
relocate for him to be able to hack, or is this shithole
Well,
barn
you're
real
in
low?
Puyallup, so that's probably a good idea. Otherwise,
Well, a host has no distance, so
there's no distance when you're inside of it. But like
Right, that's what I was worried about.
to hack from shithole place across the greater Seattle metroplex.
it has no physical location, so I can hack it from London if I want. It's a host.
He's true.
I mean, but does your connection strength to the Matrix from where you are physically, does that have anything to do with it? I don't remember the rule.
Not for a host. If there were a device, I mean in Tacoma or whatever, yeah, that would the noise would be worse.
Sure, go ahead and let's see some dice. See how this goes.
Hold on. Do we want to contact them? Or what do we want to know exactly from that place before I get in?
Like a shift schedule, right? Monday wanted to know who worked on that night.
Wouldn't we want maybe to fake an order that would come from the cops to exhume the body, so that way we wouldn't even have to explain why we're asking?
Well,
or...
the thing
That
is we don't
better.
wait. Thing is, we don't know where he buried that body because it's not an official burial. And that's the reason why we're going to be able to get him to dig it up for us, is because we know he did something that he shouldn't have done. And if he wants us to keep quiet about it, he's going to undo it temporarily
That's smart.
to give us
Okay.
access
That's
to it.
also good. Yeah, okay.
So,
Hacking, yeah.
thus, it's the blackmail as opposed to we're going to be digging some holes.
I don't know. I feel like digging some holes would be a good idea.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you do. I always encourage bad ideas. But I'm not jamming this one, so I'm not.
So I'm switching to hot sim.
All
Asking
right.
my fly spy to get to keep watch. I'm gonna hack the host.
Sure.
Do you want me to? Well, do you want me to perceive it first?
We're going to
you-
be driving around in a car so he can
No,
Do
I
his
can. We
hacking.
can do that too.
and not have a situation in a bar.
Good idea.
A limp body decker in a bar in the Baird. Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to go limp in this bar.
Well, the table seems greasy and dirty and whatever.
I saw a lot of people go limp in that bar when I
Oh,
worked there.
God.
So
Okay, so do I need to spot it first, or am I good?
No, you were able to spot it with your matrix search.
You're able to find it with your spotty eyes.
Okay, you have a mark on it. This is going to go a lot quicker than I thought it was going to.
I'm entering it.
Yep, you are in the crappy host that is done up by... Are you familiar with the Addams family?
Oh. Is the living room pink?
No, it's all like black and white type stuff.
Oh.
Super gothic, that kind of thing.
It's hard to imagine that being like 130 years old or whatever it is in 2078. That's great there.
Yeah, but it's not like the specific Adams Family one, but just in that super gothic style.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But what day of the week is it? Is it Wednesday?
Oh,
No,
man.
it's Friday.
So we have the date of the extraction.
Yeah, you have that.
Matrix search to get the schedule for that day.
Yep. I'm gonna go over here and open up my my random name generator.
Pugsley Adams.
No.
It's Pugzle.
I gotta find a ridiculous name here.
Bester.
No.
Gomez?
Oil?
Let's just throw them all out there. Yeah.
We lost somebody. Who did we lose? Reaper.
Cousin Ed.
Is Reaper still with us?
Yeah.
He
I don't
just
see
said
him
Cousin
in
Ed.
the
He's really
call,
quiet.
actually.
Oh, because his thing's showing it's hung up.
Oh, I see.
I understand. Am I good?
That's weird. Yeah, it doesn't show you in the call, but I can hear you.
All right, so you are able to find the file, and a quick search is a Lucas Hertz was the
Hertz donut.
yeah. All right, you want a Hertz donut? What's that? Hertz donut. Sorry,
I got
Simpsons.
any info on how to contact him? An address, a com code, something?
You're gonna be able to get that pretty easily because this host does not stand an actual chance.
Okay, so I guess would. No, you wouldn't have put it on any. There wouldn't be any records of that burial.
So there would be a record of the various people who were being buried. This is a people that were, I guess, I don't even know what the term is, but would have the ground open, ready to be filled.
Interred.
Oh, thank you. I will never remember that word, by the way.
I'll get a list of maybe 2 days before and 2 days after the extraction of all the people that have been buried.
Yep.
Just to be sure, to be safe. And I guess I'm done. Exiting, rebooting, the whole damn thing. So, relay the information to the team. Do you hear me?
Yeah,
I
we
hear
do.
you.
Sorry. We were
Okay.
waiting for this.
Yeah, you gotcha.
We were trying not to interrupt you, not interrupt your flow.
So there was a list of 4, call them clients, I guess, that were to be processed during those times that you were looking.
All right. Well, all we needed to know is who was there digging the holes.
Right.
Lucas.
So we're going to go try to talk to this guy.
All right. You guys gonna just drive on over there right now?
Well, is he at work right now? We know the schedule, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll some random edge. One person. Throw some edge.
Not me.
I got it.
5.
Okay,
Come
yeah,
back.
you got 5. You go ahead.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So he works the night shift, so he is not there currently.
All right. We'll be heading over there that evening.
Grave digging is at night anyway.
Yeah, if he works
Yeah.
at
Graveyard shift.
if he works at
Ah.
night.
Oh
my God.
Kill that man.
Okay, look,
You know,
based
the-
on the last 8 minutes of this call, no one can ever judge me for what they consider a bad joke.
I know.
so
I know.
I just want to point out the fact that you have an ex-corporate person here with you, and you're going to a place where there are lots of shallow graves already dug.
I know.
Just saying. So yeah, no, you guys can roll over tonight. The door is closed and locked, or not the door, the big gates, because who comes to a graveyard at night? That's spooky.
Right.
That's exactly what we are. Oh,
Spooky.
she's not on this game.
No, she is not.
All right. So
But this
we
place is
will.
laid out like there's a gate at front where
Yeah.
the drive goes, and then there'd be like an office off to the side where that
A
guy
little like
might be.
shack type thing.
Yeah.
There has been a little bit of fog that has rolled in.
Dun dun dun.
All right, how do we get in here? Do we call the guy or do we just make our first appearance in person?
We can make our appearance.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That way.
How are you gonna get past the gate?
Well,
Crash through it.
Look to Reaper first before we decide to drive through it or pop it with a crowbar.
It's a cemetery. Can't we visit?
The visiting hours do that whole sun up, sundown type situation.
yeah, we're not worried about those so much. Does it have a wall around it, or is it just like a
It's
gate
a-
you cannot drive in on?
It is a gate that, well, while you probably could drive through, would be a
I'm
little.
not crashing my car.
Oh, okay. There is a fence with some ornate pokey things at the top that you guys could totally try and climb if you wanted.
Hmm.
All right, so do we try to get the gate open electronically or do we throw a rope over the top and climb over?
Try the gate electronically. If we can't get
Oh,
it,
yeah.
then we'll contact him.
Can I perceive physically for obvious cameras or anything?
Sure, go ahead and roll your dice pool.
Oh, the agent has glitched.
It's gotta be more than half. Don't
Alright.
don't worry about actually rolling out hacking this thing. It's a device rating 2 thing that you can walk up to and plug your cyberdeck into.
Right.
It crumbles under the pressure.
Obvious cameras that would see us getting in?
Oh yeah, no, there's totally cameras.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. Well,
All right. Well, we get the gate open, and I have morphing license plates and a spoof chip, so I'm not overly concerned. I'm going to drive us inside.
Sure. Register with your 5 hits. It is a dark, creepy graveyard. It's kind of hard to get out a lot of details just because it is nighttime,
Foggy nighttime.
foggy nighttime. You don't see any ghosts, but that does not mean that there are not any.
Love it.
What would you like to do? What would you like to be specifically looking for?
His
Uh,
office.
Any human, like metahuman forms that are not where we're already going. Like, is anyone roaming around the graveyard?
You do see a silhouette that is highlighted by the moon perfectly as it is walking across the thing. It seems to have something over its shoulder.
Did we get any info on Lucas Hertz from from his employee record grab?
He is while he is not like orc large, he is pretty close to orc large for a human. You got a picture of him. He looks a little on the simple side.
That's fine. It makes it easier to talk to him.
I'm just imagining an Oh Brother Where Art Thou character, so this is great. Does this cat that we're seeing walking with something over his shoulder, does this resemble Lucas Hertz before we head to the shack?
There's a good chance that it is.
All right, well, I'll get everyone's attention and point him out.
All right. Well, then I'll stop the car and step out. And start walking in his direction, I suppose.
So as you get a little closer, are you trying to be stealthy about it, or are you just trying
No.
to?
Just
To-
walking towards him.
All right.
Because we start being stealthy, he's going to start getting scared, and then shit's going to happen. So
He's
might as well
going to
do it
get a
out
little
in the open.
scared.
So you guys have all seen Hot Fuzz?
No,
Oh,
what's that?
great.
Yep.
Nope.
All right. Yep. So you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Exactly. Yeah, the guy
Yarp.
from the grocery store.
Yarp.
Yarp.
Basically looks kind of like that and kind of carries himself in the same fashion. He is more articulate, but for the benefit of everybody, I'm not going to try and do anything that resembles an accent or a voice.
Damn
Yes.
it.
Somebody out there will be totally offended, and that's
I
not
think you always ought to do accents. You did such a great Scottish pirate for a while.
I hate you.
I
But
got to
he-
learn all these rules so I can GM sometime and attempt every accent.
See?
So
You would try it, Rob.
he's a braver man than I.
Well, look, know thyself. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying I want to.
Um,
Work with me here.
Yeah, use the peer pressure on him, right? So he'll kind of notice you approaching and do that thing where he turns and it's like, you're not supposed to be here. Nobody's supposed to
No.
be here.
That's very true, Mr. Hertz. And we would like to speak with you about a situation, if that'd be fine with you.
He's gonna. Is it just you, or did everybody else pile out of the car?
Don't know if they did or not.
It was a little
no.
too quick. Yeah.
I'm staying in.
Just Decker staying in the car. It's like their natural habitat or some shit.
I have like 2 dice for social rolls and have
Yeah, let's say I
it's
got out of
so
the car.
jacked up.
It would make the most sense.
Tizzit got out of the car.
Yeah, we're with him.
Leave the Decker in his natural habitat. Now we
Excellent.
need that like British voice with like a camera showing the Decker.
Do, do, do.
Quick, where's Will?
You never
Um,
seen Bad Boys 2?
I'm gonna send the fly spy to listen in though.
All right, so I'll nod to him. I'll keep my hands where he can see them, so he's not maybe intimidated. We'll see how that goes.
Sure.
And yeah, so yeah, we'd like to speak with you about a situation that'd be all right with you.
So he's gonna look back and forth between everybody fairly nervously. Completely clueless as to what somebody could possibly want him for situation.
We're close enough to see. Is he carrying a corpse on his back?
He is not carrying a corpse, no.
Okay.
He was carrying a shovel
It was
Yeah.
a shovel.
or a pick, one of the two. As here in Carolina, it's a whole lot of pick to get to that clay. So she'll nod to him. We were told that you could help with situations that we were trying to keep off of the books. In this case, we're trying to find somebody that you may have laid to rest.
He's gonna point at whatever the closest tombstone is, and I push my button. That's not my button.
Okay.
I placed her to rest, and the tombstone says Stephanie Turner on it.
She smiles. No, this is somebody that is either not have one of those or is sharing.
Oh, it's one person per hole. There's no sharing.
She shakes her head. She says, that's not according to what I've heard from a few people that have contacted you about taking care of these problems.
He looks to be getting visibly nervous.
She'll hold up her hands like, we're not here to cause you any trouble at all. We just need to get one of the people, verify a few things that he is no longer with us, and then he can be put right back in the ground.
Somebody want to...
She's going to motion to Tizzit.
I'm going to
My
DNI to
associate there
Tizzit.
can actually help you with the work.
Yeah, I was going to DNI to Tizzit. Time to start playing Bad Cop.
I don't think Bad Cop works against people who are YARP.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to get in trouble. And Monday just said, we're not here to get you.
Tizzit that he'll even help him dig the hole.
He looks like somebody he looks like somebody who might collect tokens from the corpses. So maybe we're lucky.
So I'm trying to explain over DNI. Monday just said that we're not here to cause them any trouble. And then Tizzit can be Bad Cop and explain there will be trouble if you don't help us. We have this information. We know you did it. You show us the body.
Is that something Tizzit wants to do?
I want to wait for the response.
Oh yeah.
All right, so
I've tried the good help.
Yeah, he's tried the good version.
If he wants to help us out, then Tizzit can help him dig the hole. If he doesn't want to help us out, then we gotta get to the more aggressive negotiations, I guess.
if Monday wants to throw some kind of social dice, then for the
Which do you prefer?
so you can either basically whatever you want, and
All right. Well, I'll go with etiquette because I'm trying to be his friend.
sure.
I'm going to edge failures on that for my last edge of the evening.
Num 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 num. So with 4 hits, he's taken a bit of a shine to you. He probably does not get that much attention from people who treat him like a person.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he'll get a little bit of a blush. Like, oh, all right. I won't need his help though.
She nods. I imagine it is very hard work, and he is very strong.
He said he won't need his help.
Oh, he won't?
Nope.
Okay, that's fair. Even better.
It's good because Tizzit's not very strong.
as much fun as it would be making you do back-breaking labor of potentially digging your own grave, I had something slightly more interesting in mind. Um, so he's going to lead you through a. I don't want to call it exactly a maze because it's not set up that way, but he definitely walks in a Calvin and Hobbes type route.
We're playing Calvin Ball with corpses. It's
Or
great.
like a family circus.
The masks are important.
Yes. Every once in a while, he will stop and check one of the things. You guys are gonna let him do his thing, or you want to contribute it anyway?
Let him do his thing. He knows what he's doing.
Well, yeah. If he's happy right now, let's just let him do it.
I
Okay.
am keeping an eye out though, because I don't want us to get jumped by ghouls that happen to be his friends too.
Or ghosts. Don't forget ghosts.
Don't worry about those.
So he will, after a couple of minutes, like 15 or so, bring you to a grave. He will then take his shovel and kind of, with a little bit of oomph, stuff it into the dirt, which is been undisturbed for quite some time, and then he's going to start rooting around in his pockets.
Mhm.
A moment or two of this, he's going to pull out a couple of shiny stones, that kind of thing, and place them in a circle around the thing. And then he gets a look of concentration,
Mhm.
followed by a deep exhaustion.
Great.
Um,
No wonder he doesn't need help.
a moment or so later, he'll recomposes himself. You needed the man or the lady?
The man.
Okay. And then he'll close his eyes, concentrate really hard, squint his eyes nice and tight, and you guys will see your most stereotypical gravedigger begin to manifest in front of you.
Like the guy from the Zelda series.
Yeah.
Gigantic shovel, hunchback.
Yep. Top hat, dark suit, Undertaker.
Pretty awesome.
And those of you that are standing close will begin to feel the ground rumble. A moment, 2 minutes or so of this will happen, and then a human form will be ejected onto the ground in front of you.
That's great.
Monday nods and she leans down and is going to put the biosample on the scanner on it
Sure.
to verify.
It'll take just a moment or two to kind of clean up the corpse. Lucas looks very pleased with himself. You will be able to get a sample because technology is great.
Mhm.
I imagine you then call the Johnson and confirm.
I did confirm with Mr. Johnson, but she's given Mr. Hertz the biggest smile. She's like, "You are one of the most impressive people I've met in quite some
Yeah,
time."
no, I was gonna say Register would be doing the same thing. Click a pat on the back, sir. You are very good at your job.
He's gonna oh shucks kind of blush going on. When you stand up from the body, he's gonna can I put him back?
She nods.
My boss
If
would be
you
very
would,
upset.
please.
And then he'll do another moment of concentration, and you will see the gravedigger begin to kind of reach forward out of the hole that it vomited forth the man, grab onto the back of his
Pull it back.
clothes, and just kind of pull it back down, and as if nobody notices that there could be a thing that has gone horribly wrong here. And he will then
No, I think it would horribly right, personally.
he will kind of stumble around and pick up his little trinkets and put them back into his pocket. Now we're not going to tell anybody, right?
Give that man my com code. We're not telling the soul.
No, Mr. Hertz, thank you very much. This is the last time you'll hear about this.
He's going to be very happy with this and kind of. You guys have to go now, though.
We're leaving right now. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
And yeah, no,
Yep.
you guys
That's
will
awesome.
totally get paid.
Speed walk back to the car.
Another 7K. Take it.
Oh man. Yeah, and that's gonna I feel like pull us to an end here. I
I'm very pleased.
want to thank everybody who came out on the Twitch chat and maybe watching this in the YouTube in the future.
You people in the future. Oh.
Welcome to the future. But yeah, no, thanks. That will totally put, I believe, 37,000 in your pockets.
Mhm. How much
Yeah,
karma?
37 total.
Minus what it is that you guys paid out.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me actually amend this.
Wait, so I notated last week after 3 people and the payment we did last week.
Yeah, it was
Considering-
2750. This would be another 14 in your pockets.
minus 5 apiece to pay Barricade and Lily.
500.
So 13.5 apiece.
Yep, which will bring us up to.
I got 33,250.
We're only going to go due to the size of the monetary payment and the fact that you guys did disturb the rest of Dead Men. We're going to go with only like 2 karma. You guys are more than welcome to dump some of your windfall into karma to make that equal out.
I'm good.
Is that 2 karma total? Like just 1 for part 2? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, just one and one
Cool.
due to the size of the thing.
Damn it.
And thank you guys, and we'll totally have this recording up on YouTube shortly.